Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Frank Lancer, aka Lord Caliuga here. Coming at you with my updated DDD list. This is the post Battle of Chaos with the new support. I've seen a bunch of lists go around and stuff, and I've seen like they have now a one card combo, and if I'm being honest with you, like I don't feel like that list is optimal. Like it is good because it can consistently make things off of just Kepler. But the problem with that is it really doesn't end on anything and it doesn't really do anything. Um, and the combo just dies to Nibiru and it makes you run a bunch of bricks and stuff that don't really do anything for the deck. Um, like don't get me wrong, Wave King Caesar, King Tell, Rage, they're good cards, but I just can't see myself playing them because like in testing, it just bricked more than it helped. I'm gonna get right into the list. First, for starters, we're gonna go with the Pendulum Monsters. We play triple DD Savant Kepler standard. When this card is normal or special summon, it searches any of your Dark Contract cards. Uh, and it's a level 1 with 0 attack power. Next, we play triple copies of Copernicus. This is another starter card. A 0 attack power monster. When it's normal special summon, it's a foolish burial for your contracts and DD monsters, so this card helps fill your graveyard up. And it's also one of the cards that you can scale with Gilgamesh as well. Next, we're playing triple copies of the new card, DD Griffin. This card is really good. Basically, what it does is if you control a DD monster, you can special summon this card from your hand for free. If it's Pendulum Summoned, you can discard a DD or Dark Contract to draw one. And if it's special summoned from the grave, you can search a DD card from deck. Um, the summon from grave rarely comes up. Sometimes the Pendulum Summon comes up, but mainly you're just gonna use this guy as an extra extender. Just and Gilgamesh material. Like I'll have Genghis out. I'll special summon this guy, trigger Genghis to get a monster reborn off, and then when I'm done comboing, I'll link this guy off into Gilgamesh. But this guy's really good. His skill effect's okay, but him being a one skill is also really good too. But we play triple copies of that guy. Next, we play triple copies of Abyss King Ragnarok. This card is your double monster reborn. He's also spot removal. His skill effect is when you special summon a DD monster, you can special summon anyone from the graveyard, but you take 1,000 damage and your opponent takes half battle damage. And then his monster effect is when he's normal or special, you can special summon a triple D name from the grave. And also you contribute a DD you control to target a monster your opponent controls and banish it. So this is the big guy that you run in the deck. And then for the Pendulum 1-0s, you play one Thomas and one Orthros. Thomas is really good. You mainly want to scale these two. You really want to scale with Gilgamesh. Thomas, what it lets you do is once per turn you can add a face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. So this card helps you recycle your combo pieces. Like you can use Kepler that turn or Copernicus that turn. You just scale this, add it back so you have a follow up for next turn. And then when he's summoned, you can pop a DD scale to special summon Ragnarok from the deck and help you go into easy rank 4s. And then Orthros, this card is your Arch Phoenix centric, destroys the Dark Contract, destroys the spell trap your opponent controls. It's really good. But the reason I go for these two in scales is that way I can Pendulum Summon out my 4s. You can play other cards if you really want to Pendulum Summon, but I just find out that Pendulum Summoning is very niche in this deck. Unless you build the entire deck around it, which is, in my opinion, is not optimal. I kind of go for a more traditional strategy with this deck because I feel like it has a way higher ceiling and you do better going first and you do better going second. Um, for the non-pendulum monsters, we run triple swirl slime. Uh, you really want this card to resolve whenever you can. This card lets you fusion summon from hand, and then you can banish from graveyard as cost to special summon from hand. To complement the swirl slimes, we play triple necro slimes. This card allows you to fusion summon from graveyard. This is your Miracle Fusion. Banish the materials from grave to special fusion. And then follow that up, we run triple copies of Lamia. It's a reoccurring tuner monster. I summon this card like 5 times in a turn. This card helps you climb up into like better synchro monsters and combo off. It's really broken, especially once you get rolling. Next, we play for the one-ofs. We play one Vice Typhoon and one Ghost. Vice Typhoon is an extra Necro Slime, except it's a level 7, so you can use this guy to go straight into High Flame King Genghis. Like if you feel like your opponent has an impermanence or something like that, you can use this to go into High Flame King Genghis to protect yourself from impermanence and stuff like that on your turn. But it's just another Miracle Fusion, Fuse from Grave. And DD Ghost is a unique card. It's a level 2 tuner that when it's sent to graveyard, you can target a DD card in your graveyard, send another copy from the grave. So this card helps you fill your graveyard up. And then when this card gets banished, you can return one of your banished DD monsters from the banished pile back to the graveyard. So this card helps recycle resources, but you only play one because you don't want to brick on it. And for the last monster that I play is a non-DD monster. I play one Destrudo, Lost Dragon's Fusion. I use this card to make FA Don Dragster, and I also use it to make Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon if I don't have a way to Lamia, so this card can help me combo. Like if I have Thomas and Scale, summon this guy, Synchro to Meteor Burst, Special Thomas from Scale, Thomas Pop card, summon Ragnarok, now you have a rank 8. So it's really good. This card is like, this card is almost a guaranteed negation, no matter which application you use it in, or if you need to get like a Ragnarok out of your Scale, like this card helps. Like it's really good. I would side it out personally, but like as far as like the going first or going second, like game 1, the Shudo stays in. Onto the spells. Play triple copies of Contract with the Gate. This card is hard once per turn reinforcements of the army. This card searches any of your DD monsters, so basically every card in your deck minus the Shudo. And then standby phase, you take 1,000 damage. We play one copy of Swamp King. This card lets you fusion summon from hand, field, or graveyard. It's really good. It's not really a whole lot to say. Burns for 1,000 during standby. Triple copies of Allure of Darkness for draw power. One Pot of Desires and one Upstart Goblin. 5 cards is pretty fine as far as like draw power goes. For consistency cards, I play 2 copies of Perry Reese map. This card pay half your life points, and then search out a Kepler or Copernicus. It's just another way to get Kepler, really. And then for the one-ofs, we play 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 1-for-1. Foolish Burials and Necros and Swirls and anything that you need, Lamia. Monster Reborn, this deck is literally Monster Reborn the deck, so it's really good. 1-for-1, just another way of getting the Kepler or Lamia. And that's it for the main deck. 40 cards. The only thing that I would change in the main deck is I would probably swap out 1 Perry Reese map for a copy of the Call by the Grave. Only reason I say that is because in playtesting, if I see this card, if I don't open with this card, I don't want to see this card, so I'll probably cut it to 1 and switch it with Call by the Grave, just to have that little extra layer of protection. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we play for fusions, we play 2 copies of Flame King Genghis. When a DD monster is no more special summoned, you can special summon 1 from the graveyard. So it's a combo piece, extender. We play 1 copy of Oracle King Diarch. I really don't like this card because all it does is reverse burn damage, but it is a easy big 2,500 attack power monster that reverses burn damage. And you can also use this card in those weird circumstances where you can when you need a way into Siegfried and you can't really special summon a bunch of times. So it's still a combo piece. And 1 High Flame King Genghis. This card also does the same thing as Genghis. When a DD monster is summoned, then you can special summon 1 from the graveyard. But also he has a secondary effect. when a spell or trap is activated on your turn, you can target it and negate it, which is not bad. It gives you a little protection on your turn when you're trying to combo off. That's it for the fusions. For the synchros, we play 3/7s. We play Gust King Alexander, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, and F.A. Don Dragster. And the standard combo, I'll use both of these turn 1. And then with Don Dragster, this card is mainly like for Destrudo, or if I can't really go full combo, I can still synchro for 7, make Don Dragster, I'll still have the same amount of negates. So this card is still really good. I am considering dropping Don Dragster for a Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. I'm waiting on one to come in, and then I'm going to do a little bit of play testing, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to end up cutting Don Dragster for AA Zeus, just because of the new guy who makes it one card Zeus almost. Next, for the 8s, we play Crystalline Synchro Dragon, which negates monster effects, boosts up attack power, and then Curse King Silvery, which targets a spell or trap and negates it to the next standby. Just more inboard monsters. And a controversial tech that I still love to play is the Super Doom King Bright Armageddon. I see a lot of people not playing it. It's really good against a lot of decks because a lot of decks target. And this card makes it to where your whole field can't be targeted by card effects. You can use this card protects you from cards like Chalice, the Eldic card that sends to grave. I do believe it protects you against droplets as well, because I think droplets targets. It protects you against impermanence. And the main way you summon this guy, you can hard summon it using Orthros or Diddy Ghost, but most of the time you're going to summon this card using the effect of Gilgamesh. But our 3500 body that makes it to where none of your monsters can be targeted is really strong. For the Exceed monsters for 8s, we play one Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy. This card negates spells and attaches it as material. And then also you can detach material to redirect an attack to him. So if you're trying to protect something, this card is really good. And then Caluga, Shabazz monster. When you summon this card, unless you have Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike, something that can negate the summon of it, your opponent can't activate cards or effects. Like, they have to negate the summon, because when you summon him, his effect doesn't activate. And when you summon, he negates everything on the field except himself. And then you can detach material to Heavy Storm. And also you can detach material to set a contract as well. And the Heavy Storm effect is a quick effect. That's it for the 8s. And then we play one of the new guy. This guy is pretty good. He's the main reason why I want to put Divine Arsenal AA Zeus in here. When your opponent activates a monster effect, I believe, you can detach 2 materials, and then you can attach the card to it as material. It can like steal combo pieces and stuff, but I do wish it negated, because deck needs more like in-deck negation. But it's still pretty good. You can just make Oracle King Diarch or anything that you want and just slap it on top of it. Or you have a dead Gilgamesh or something, just slap this guy on top of it, and then you get its effect. And it's a 3k body too, so it's just an extra big monster that you can bring out for free and help you OTK. And then for the Link monsters, I run 2 copies of Gilgamesh. I don't see like myself ever using the 3rd Gilgamesh, but I will use 2 in a turn sometimes. But Gilgamesh is really strong. When you summon this guy, you have the option. Keep in mind, it's an option to set skills and then lock yourself into DD monsters. But you can summon this guy, choose not to use his effect, finish your combo, like use him to clear out space, and then go into a second one, and then set your skills, and then full combo. And then when this guy, excuse me, when this guy is sent to the field to the graveyard by battle or card effect, you get to special summon a DD monster from your extra deck. So you use this guy when he dies to bring out your Bright Armageddon. That way, you have a little bit of a blanket to protect your monsters. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot to say. I feel like my list should be, pretty standard. A lot of people are choosing to play the Exceed variant, which Like I said before, I still think that's a pretty subpar variant. Like if you have Nibiru or you have any form of monster negation, whether it be Gamma, um, I don't think, yeah, Gamma, Ash, Infinite Impermanence, the combo loses to so much, and that's the problem with that variant, and that's why I just can't see myself playing that variant. Um, it's fun and all, but I still feel like, you know, the make a bunch of negates version is still the best. Um, and that and the 4 card combo is still a thing. I am gonna make a spreadsheet as far as like full combos that you can do with this deck. But just right now, I'll just do like a quick combo, just a standard combo. So standard combo would be Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, Lamia, and obviously Ragnarok. But you can sub any of these cards. Like you can sub Kepler in for any one of these cards. Also, if you have Contract with the Gate, uh, Foolish Burial can sub out Necro Slime. If you have an extra monster as your other card, you could play 1 for 1. And you can also sub Necro Slime for Vice Typhoon. And also, you can sub Kepler out with the Curry Reese maps as well. It all does the same thing, honestly. I'll show you the quick combo. So, I'm going to start with these cards. Your normal summon your Kepler. Use its effect to search a contract. Activate your contract. Use Contract with the Gate to search the 1 card that you're missing. So you can have any 3 of these. Doesn't matter which, because you're going to search the 4th. Next, you're going to scale your Ragnarok. Activate the effect of Swirl Slime. Fusion Summon. Summon your Flame King Genghis. Next, you activate Swirl Slime second effect. Banish. The special summon. Next, you're going to Synchro for 7. I'm going to put my Banish pile up here. Synchro for 7. You're going to go into Gust King Alexander. Switch Ragnarok's effect. Bringing back your Genghis. You take 1,000 life point damage. Your opponent takes half damage. When you summon this, it's going to trigger Alexander. Special summon Lamia. Synchro for 8. Make your Curse King Siegfried. When you summon this, it's going to trigger your Flame King Genghis. Special summon Lamia again. Synchro for 7. Now, for this combo, you're going to want to put Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst into your extra monster zone. But you summon Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, triggers the effect, the special summon Ragnarok. When you summon Ragnarok, it's going to trigger his effect to bring back either Genghis or Alexander, it really doesn't matter. Next, you're going to activate the effect of Lamia. Send Dark Contract to the graveyard, the special summon itself. Synchro for 8, banish Lamia. Bring out your Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Next, activate the effect of Necro Slime. Banish it and the other high level DD monster, whether it be Genghis or Alexander. Summon your High Flame King Genghis. See summon. Summon number 38, Hope Harbinger. Next, you're going to link summon into Gilgamesh. Activate Gilgamesh's effect. You're going to set your skills. You set Thomas. And you set Orthros. Next, you activate Thomas's effect. And add Kepler back to your hand. That way, you have a follow up for next turn. And you can put you can put Divisor King on top of Gilgamesh, but I would rather leave Gilgamesh the way it is because if he gets killed by battle or card effect, then you get the Bright Armageddon. None of your monsters can be targeted. You have a spell negate, a spell trap negate, and a monster negate. And believe it or not, there's actually like 10 ways to get to this combo. To at least end with 2 of these plus something. So I feel like this variant has a higher ceiling in my personal opinion. Uh, just give your thoughts down in the comments. And if I do any changes, I'm going to be doing constant play testing with this deck. I also plan on doing a spreadsheet for this deck. Uh, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what kind of magic I can work up. Also, if you guys have any deck requests or like videos or anything that you guys want to see, I know I've been mainly focusing on my gaming part of the channel, but I haven't forgotten about the DDD deck. I'm gonna be doing a lot more playtesting when I have some free time. I got a new project car, and I've been like working on that thing nonstop. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to go into locals and things. But pretty soon I'm going to be, taking this out in the field and testing it a little more. And then, like from what I've been doing online, the deck has been performing very well. It's been very consistent. Haven't had many issues. Like I said, the only things I would probably change would be taking one of the Piri Reese maps out, adding a Call by the Grave, and then I will probably look through my extra deck and find space with Divine Arsenal, Double A Zeus. I may actually cut one of my Gilgameshes for Double A Zeus, just because most combos I have usually only summon this guy once, but and I only need to set the scales once, so I may cut one Gilgamesh for Double A Zeus. Or if I decide to take the Strudo out of my deck, then I'll probably cut the Strudo and Don Dragster, and then run the Call by the Grave and Divine Arsenal. But that's the deck list. Hope you guys enjoyed, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe for more content. Also, join DDD Duelist on Facebook. There we do tons of updates. We do tons of deck profiles, tons of lists, and questions and answers. So feel free to check out DDD Duelist on Facebook. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.